All right, do we have a first question? Oh, first row, first seat.
Tyler King, Denver Gazette. Kyle, and I was asking Jeff Green earlier about kind of your battles with him in college in the Georgetown Villanova days. I'm just curious if you remember those battles and just kind of what it's been like to play against Jeff throughout your respective careers.
They weren't really battles. We won every game that I played against him. Nah, man, it was that Georgetown Villanova rivalry goes a long way, goes back a long way. The respect that the two universities have for each other is awesome. The professionals, the pros that they've both made. But just being able to have a guy who's been in the league now 16 years, a guy that I played against in college, just kind of. Him going through his heart stuff, just to be able to see him, have this opportunity on the stage and be able to still be playing basketball at this high level is it's a pretty cool story for him. And, you just kind of appreciate a guy like him for all the things that he's been through and still doing it, at a high level.
Third row in the middle.
The Denver Post. I know you guys have seen Denver since November of 21 when the incident happened here, but I'm curious, what do you remember, especially about the post game and that? I mean, I'm guessing that had to be sort of a unique scenario. And then at this point, is there any lasting animosity?
I think it was just something that, it was a heated moment. It hurt a teammate of ours, and, we wanted to have his back, and we always, at that time, we're going to always have our teammates back in that moment. But, in that, I don't think there's anything festering. We're at a different level. We understand it's about winning 4 games right now. Anything that has happened in the past is things that, we can't control right now. We got to worry about winning basketball games, and that's all that really matters.
On the right side, second row.
Kyle, Matt Moore, Action Network. Both in Toronto and here in Miami, you've been a part of teams that defensively, you guys can do almost anything. Zone, switch, all these different coverages. What does it take from the players to be able to play that style when so many teams can't?
Belief in trusting your coach, honestly, and belief in each other. Being able to switch, from zone to man to whatever you want to trap, double team, doing different things. You got to be able to have a sharp mind and be in the moment. You got to be able to say, okay, whatever coach needs, I can do or will do. And it's just, it's fun to be able to switch things up, change rhythms, because sometimes, you just got to do something different, and which in Toronto we did that, and in Miami we're doing that now. We're switching up and doing different coverages, different things, and the versatility that we have on this team is pretty remarkable.
On the left side, second row.
Hi, Kyle. Good to see you. Josh Moser from Channel 7 in Miami. You're one of the few that have been here and that have won it at this level. How much does that experience help, and how do you use it in this series?
I think it will help a lot, but we also got a head coach who's been doing it a long time also, who's been here more than me. But I think just for me and in this moment with these guys, I'll be able to help just kind of keep our focus, stay here. And, we also got Udonis Haslem, who's been here, who has 3 rings also. But I think we're just prepared mentally just to stay stable no matter what happens. And it's kind of been our season the whole year, just being here and staying in the moments.
On the left side, fourth row.
Tanya Ganguly, New York Times. Why do you think, what have you learned about Jimmy's personality playing with him? And why do you think it's worked so well with this team?
His personality is very different. He's one of a kind. But how he treats his teammates, he treats his friends, it's like no other. And I think that's what helps us, as a group. He may say some things or he may do some things that, you might be like, oh, whoa, but it's coming from the best part of his heart. And when you got a guy like that and you respect him at that level and knowing that he's willing to do whatever it takes to win basketball games and treat you at a high level, he's our leader, so we just follow him.
You just mentioned, like, he'll do some things sometimes where you're like, whoa, but then it's coming from a good place.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because we're around him every single day, unfortunately. But fortunately. But being around him, you just get to learn the guy and just learn his true love for the game and his true love and for winning and for you as an individual.
We're going to take 2 more questions. David Aldridge.
Kyle.
What up, DA?
What's up, sir?
Hey, man. Chill.
Hey, I'm going to take you way back to 2011.
Damn, dog. You aging me so bad. Max was still in high school.
Think how old I am. when you were in Houston, you had a rookie teammate named Ish Smith.
Yep.
And Ish is finally in the finals. I just wonder what you remember about that year with him.
He used to embarrass me and Aaron Brooks in practice. Too fast, couldn't keep up with him. I ain't gonna lie, I used to dislike having to go like really live practice against him. But if you go back and people go look at his journey and the things he's been through to finally get to this point of getting to the finals, I can't wait to just see him and say hello. And every time I see him, he still call me vet. He was just a good kid, coming out of Wake Forest. He wasn't the best shooter, but he can get anywhere on the floor at any time, any moment. He was always a special kid and a special guy. And, sometimes you just have these stories that people should look into because his story is a very unorthodox story. And, I'm sure he's happy to be in this moment.
Final question on the left side.
Joseph Kashar, the scorer. Kyle, so much is made about this team's resilience, and especially this year because the run you've gone on as an 8 seed. And I was just curious, now you being in a couple of years, how would you define Heat culture? Because it's one thing for us to talk about it or write about it, but as someone in it, how would you define it? What separates this organization from others?
I think we just don't care about what others think. I think we do what we do no matter what. I think we work hard no matter the time, the place, the situation. I think we prepare ourselves, and we're well prepared to go into any situation, no matter where it is, what time, anything. We're prepared to do it, and I think we have and the culture is just about believing, and we believe in what we do every single day, every night, the work we put in. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.